Wahama White Falcons and the visitors, the Webster County Highlanders. We're inside of a packed Gary Clark Court. It's the home opener for Wahama. Got most of the middle section full, got the student section. They've come on out as both of these teams 1-0. They both played Calhoun in their opener, handled them well. The White Falcons 79-46 over the Red Devils. That was 10 days ago. You had last weekend's cancellation in the Gilmer County game due to the snow. So this team's been down for about 10 days. Talked about that with head coach Billy Zussman. Been off for 10 days since the Calhoun game. How much of that time in practice is kind of an extension of the preseason, and when does the attention kind of shift to Webster?
Well, we kind of been working on that all week. We've actually taken advantage of this extra practice time, kind of this bigger break at the beginning of the season. It's different than compared to like last year when we, it was like almost in February and had very little practices together. Here in this season, going into this season, our practice times have been more numerable, and so we've been able to get some good quality practices in. But I also think that little break just kind of heightens the hunger to get back on the court and compete with these boys, and I'm sure that's where they're at going into tonight.
Coach, you've been doing this a long time across multiple sports. What does it mean to you if a player is coachable, and do you feel like this is a group that can take feedback that you can get on a little bit?
Well, I've always told all the players that I've ever played with, played for me, and I appreciate all of them, but I've always said that is the most really should be the most desirable or the greatest talent or gift that any athlete can have is to be coachable. There's so many elements to athleticism, speed and jumping and actual sports specific skills and things like that. But to be coachable is a great asset. And we got. I'd like to say that this group that I got is coachable. They're very responsive, and I really appreciate that.
Talking to Billy Zussman, Cyrus Rickard had 29 points in that first game versus Calhoun. We talked about it some. He definitely did seem more explosive, more confident with the basketball. What did you see from him?
I just saw a kid that just has really elevated his game from his sophomore year going into his junior year. Kind of started to see that over the summer. I saw that hunger in the fall, and see it on display as we get into the season. Just makes us excited. We've got a lot of great athletes around him, but he definitely is filling that stepping up and filling that role as kind of a horse that we can follow, and if he goes out there and plays like that every night, we'll be glad to get right in line and follow his lead.
You extended the pressure up pretty early in that game. Is the full court press, is that something that you want to continue to incorporate, and just how important is it to take the fight to the other team?
Well, that's something we've been kind of toying with this summer and going into this season, and we'll continue to develop that and work with that. I personally, as a coach, a basketball coach, I've never been a big pressing coach. I like just half court man, being able to play high intensity, half court man, and really, not extend it out and give teams opportunities for layups and things like that. If you're going to press, you got to realize that you are going to give up some easy buckets from time to time. But just with the depth that we have, that's kind of what made me get a little itch to maybe we can press a little bit, just because we got we're deeper than what we've been in past years. And I thought we can run some fresh legs out there. But we're definitely a man team, but we will be utilizing that press from time to time, just seeing what we can do with it.
Taking on the Webster County Highlanders, second year under Coach Brett Morris, traditional powerhouse program. This year, what do you see from them?
They got a good team, as always. Like you said, they're a name that's not that's familiar at Charleston. That program has made state tournament runs in the past, things like that, even having state championships. I believe this coach has a lot of experience himself as both a player and maybe at the collegiate level. He's got some nice young athletes. I mean, they shoot the ball really well. He's got a point guard and the right kid that really tries to control the tempo and really set who they are and what they do. And then they got a kid over from Richwood, gives them some height in the middle. They're a very competitive team. We got one. We're both 1-0, and that's one common opponent in Calhoun. And both us and Webster, won that game by about a very similar margin. So I expect a dogfight tonight.
It's been a little while since you've seen Gary Clark Court rocking. What do you want to see from the fans tonight? What do you think that'll be like?
Boy, I would love to just see a packed house, just blow the roof off of it. And, because that's one of the things that since we've been the head coach at Wahama, is one of the things is trying to change the culture, create that winning culture. Wahama has been very fortunate and blessed in other sports to have that. We've had it in football, we've had it in baseball, but basketball, boys basketball specifically, has always kind of lagged behind. When we took over, I think going back 5.5 decades, we averaged like 7 wins a season. But we've been able to put double-digit wins, and part of that is the student section. It's the student body. It's the community itself really getting behind our team and making Gary Clark Court a really tough place to play. I think that we've done that in the last couple of years, and we definitely want to get off on the right foot tonight and keep that going.
The stage is set for you, Coach. The fans are here. We're about 3 minutes away from tip-off. Wahama versus Webster County. We're back with starting lineups.
The holidays are here, and Bob's Market and Greenhouses is your hometown destination for Christmas cheer. Discover beautiful poinsettias straight from our greenhouses, fresh-cut Christmas trees, and sparkling holiday decor that's sure to make spirits bright. Stop in for festive fruit baskets, pre-made gift baskets, and a huge variety of Christmas candy, perfect for gift giving. Visit Bob's Market and Greenhouses, Mason, West Virginia, Gallipolis, and Belpre, Ohio. Growing flowers, friends, and family since 1970.
Romance scams are more common than you might think, and they can impact both your heart and your finances. Scammers often build trust online, creating a connection before asking for money. At Farmers Bank, we're here to help you stay informed and alert. Remember, a genuine relationship doesn't come with a price tag. Protect your personal and financial information, and don't let emotions cloud your judgment. Stay safe, protect your wallet, and guard your heart. Farmers Bank. We care about you and your well-being. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
At Rio, your education is personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you are a part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. There's new energy at Rio, with fresh traditions and opportunities taking shape every day. Discover what's possible at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success. Learn more at rio.edu. That's rio.edu.
What we do here is more than just a job. We make a lasting impact every day. The architecture, engineering, and field services professionals at Thrasher are providing the know-how to make projects successful. Whether you're just starting out or looking to advance, you'll find career paths that align with your goals and a company that's committed to your growth. At Thrasher, it's more than just another day on the job. It's the foundation for a better tomorrow.
And we return to the action on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf. We are pregame here at Gary Clark Court, home opener for the Wahama High boys basketball team. The White Falcons took it 79-46 over Calhoun in the opener. Last year they were 15-9. The Webster County Highlanders last season 10-14 in year one under Coach Brett Morris, the former Glenville State standout. Also played some pro ball overseas. As both these teams with big aspirations in single A will step away for the anthem.
What is hometown? It's Friday night football and other youth sports. Home National Bank, your hometown bank, congratulates our young athletes. At Home National, we believe the lessons learned on the athletic field are lifelong, and we say thank you to the parents, volunteers, and coaches who make sports happen. At Home National, we also say, go Bucks. We're proud supporters of the Ohio State University and OU, Home National Bank, with locations in Racine, Syracuse, and Middleport. Member FDIC.
For premium coverage on home, life, auto business, and more, stop by Julia Davis State Farm, located at 2926 Jackson Avenue in Point Pleasant. Julia Davis is proud to provide insurance and financial services to the good folks of Mason, Meigs, and Gallia counties, as well as to those in all surrounding areas. Julia Davis State Farm, licensed in West Virginia and Ohio. Call 304-812-5126 to schedule an appointment today. Julia Davis. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It's game time. Today's ball game brought to you by Bob's Market and Greenhouses in Mason, Belpre, and Gallipolis. We encourage you to hang around afterwards for our French City Homes player of the game as your Wahama White Falcons take on the Webster County Highlanders tonight. PA man Tony Gray on the microphone down below as he's about to call out the starters. It's the start of Christmas break, so spirits are high at the school as Ryder Wright, a sophomore, is called out for the Highlanders. Number 10, Christian Neal, will start, a 6'5" junior, as well as number 4, Justin Lewis. Number 11, Isaiah Cutlip, a 6'2" sophomore, will start, and rounding things out is number 24. It is Casey Farmer. Farmer, a 5'10" junior. As the lights go dim, they've got some spotlights here in the gymnasium on each side of the floor. Really up the production quality. Here's Aiden Young, the multi-sport senior, is in the starting lineup tonight wearing number 1, as is number 3, Nash Johnson. He'll start as well, standing at 6'2". Fresh off of a 29-point performance, number 4, it's Cyrus Rickard. And number 10, Cooper Roush, the sharpshooter. Look for him to get going from behind the arc. And the big man, number 45, Charlie Long. He hit the weight room so hard in the offseason, Coach said they actually had to order him another jersey. So instead of number 32, he's sporting the big 4'5" tonight. I think that'll fit him as Coach Morris for Webster gives some final words of encouragement. The Highlanders, a former state championship program, went undefeated just a few years ago, reached the promised land, had a wonderful player, Raiden Triplett, was one of the best scorers in West Virginia for a couple of seasons. So the Highlanders, no stranger to good basketball. This White Falcon team reached the state tournament our first year just over 3 seasons ago. And Cyrus Rickard lines up in the center circle across from Christian Neal. Wahama going to go left to right on the dial as it's controlled by Webster. They swing it to the corner immediately. A 3 ball is short off the mark. Rebounded by Cutlip, and they'll kick it back out. Aiden Young defending the basketball at the volleyball line as Ryder Wright bounces it underneath. Errant pass goes out of bounds as he was looking for Casey Farmer underneath the bucket. And the White Falcons start off the game by forcing a turnover. As Cooper Roush whipping it across the court. Aiden Young running the points. High ball screen from Charlie Long. He'll get it top key to Cyrus Rickard. 30 seconds gone, no score. Far side wing, Nash Johnson puts it on the deck. Was trying to slip it to Cyrus Rickard on the back cut. It bounced off of a White Falcon out of bounds, so we exchanged turnovers. Right idea there was there for a second, the cut was, but active hands there for Webster. There's right, swinging at far side wing. Here's Cutlip surveying with Johnson in his face. Goes to the post, and Neal kicks it out. Wide open, 3-ball up and good. Justin Lewis, the junior, knocks it down on the assist from Christian Neal. Really good awareness there by the center. Had him wide open as the White Falcons will whip it across the horn. It's to Rickard in the far corner. He's cut off by Wright and fouled as he was bumped on the left shoulder. And that'll be our first foul of the action as Wright gets charged with the personal. Sideline inbound, Nash Johnson looks each way, goes up top to Rickard. Cyrus Rickard, crossover dribble, and he bounced off of his knee, lost it out of bounds. You saw the Highlanders there really connected defensively. They collapsed on him as soon as Rickard passed that first level. Against a player as explosive as he is, help defense is everything. As Aiden Young out defending Wright. They'll get it to Lewis. Lewis puts it on the deck. 6:30 and winding, 3-0 Webster. First quarter action. Mishandled out of bounds. It's off Rickard. And it'll be a Highlander inbound in front of the scores table. As they'll float it into the backcourt. Dangerous right. Just barely able to run it down as Aiden Young came crashing in. They'll call out the set as they work it up top to Farmer. Farmer with Roush on him. Goes to Cutlip. Cutlip 3-ball. Nailed it. Webster County goes up 6-0. A perfect swish there. Isaiah Cutlip. Here's Cooper Roush. Right-hand dribble drive. Pull-up jump shot. Baseline off the mark from 5. As it'll bounce out, and Webster fired up as they force 2 turnovers. Now comes up with a stop. 6-0 in favor of Webster County. 6 minutes left in the first quarter. And Wright works it up the court. Young smothering him. He blew past him, was bumped. Aiden Young going to get whistled for the push as the Highlanders prepare to throw it in front of Billy Zuspin. Coach Morris calls out motion as Wright cut off by Rickard left side. Now spins inside of the arc, and he's called for a charge. He ran into Cyrus. Good defensive recovery. Second team foul there on Webster. First personal on Christian Neal. Cooper Roush walking it over a official timeout. There's some blood. One of the Highlander players just got a small cut. So the trainers will have to help him out with that real quick, and then see if the White Falcons can settle down, put together a nice possession, get a good look here. Here's Roush around the screen, long 2, good. Cooper Roush scores the White Falcons' first points at 6-2 in favor of Webster. 5:20 left, first quarter action. As Rickard defends, Webster heads left side. They go into the paint to Neal. Neal swings it in the other direction to Spencer Baird. Nash Johnson crashed in, got the steal, and then was fouled. They hold the call on Spencer Baird. Excellent defensive rotation there from Johnson. Saw the opportunity for the turnover. Took advantage of it. That's the third team foul on the Highlanders. Left-hand drive, Roush at the block off the mark. Rebound cleared away, Baird. As Lewis walks it across the wing of the Falcon. Back to the basket, floats it over to Wright. Wright spins into the lane, kicks it out. Here's a 3-ball in the air, good. Isaiah Cutlip, second made triple on a brilliant pass from Wright. Drive and kick the strategy so far for Webster. 9-2, the Highlanders lead, and the White Falcons cough it up. Roush lost it. Here's Ryder right in the open floor. Goes up and misses. Errant scoop shot there. Did not find the rim. 9-2, Webster in front. White Falcons with it, going left to right on your dial. Straight line drive for Roush. Kicks it to the corner. Here's a Young three. No good. Offensive board, Nash Johnson. Gets it to Rickard. Rickard three short. And a push in the back. Going to get called. Aiden Young fighting for positioning underneath on Spencer Baird. Just gave him enough of a shove there. As the White Falcons will bring in Trace Simpkins and Braden Stats. They'll sit down Johnson and Young. Stats a 5'10 junior. And Trace Simpkins, a junior as well, standing at 5'11. There's Lewis, ball overhead at the far wing. Whips it to Baird. Baird pulls it back out behind the volleyball line. And Roush picked his pocket. Here's Cooper with Ryder right chasing him. Missed the finger roll. It'll stay in bounds. Braden Stats has it momentarily as Ryder Wright deflected it out of bounds. The lid is on it right now for Wahama. They've had a couple of pretty good opportunities underneath. Just some trouble taking advantage early. Roush with the only points, the only shot from the field. There's Cyrus Rickard. As the long screen comes, he'll take it to the left. Pulls back behind the three-point line. Now goes to work. Runner in the lane was blocked, but he's fouled. They're going to get Neal. Neal was the one that swatted it away. I guess they'll determine that he got him on the body. There is Cyrus Rickard. And 29 points in the first game, averaged just over 9 last year. There's money on the first one. Cuts it down to 9-3. Rickard, second free throw, got it. 9-4. Webster County over Wahama. 3:20 left, first quarter action at Gary Clark Court. There's Ryder Wright with Stats on him. Bounces it at the block. Up fake and rejected. Charlie Long blocked Justin Lewis. And it was off of Long. They'll inbound underneath. As that gave a fan something to cheer about. Maybe that'll energize the White Falcons. Here's Cutlip. Swings it to Baird. Baird deep three, money. From Curry range, Spencer Baird was left alone. Said, why not? 12-4. Webster expands the lead. Inside of 3 minutes, first quarter action. Cyrus Rickard, spin move, attacks the cup, and he's headed to the charity stripe. Coach Morris, they're frustrated by his team's presence at the block. Just wanted them more straight up and down. Credit Cyrus Rickard for penetrating. First free throw up and good. Rickard now 3 for 3 from the stripe. Number 24, Casey Farmer, was about to come in, but they called out the wrong guy, the coach, to avoid a technical. He's going to get everyone sorted out. Now Farmer does come in for Justin Lewis. And Maddox Brown, number 13, in for Webster. As Coach Zussman going to try to get clarification, because you have to go to the scores table, tell them who you're subbing out. There's something procedurally there did not look smooth. Not saying it was anything illegal or that should have been called, just some slight confusion. In and out on the second one. Offensive board. Long has the putback. Rebound and a point for Charlie Long. Long with 20 points in the first game. Gets on the score sheet. Here's Ryder Wright. 12-7 Webster. Wright into the paint. Swings to Baird. Baird corner triple. Air balls. Rebound Long as Wahama slows the tempo. There's Cyrus Rickard. Left side dribble drive. Just missed it. Follow up Long. No. Second attempt off. Trey Simpkins runs down the long board. Fresh possession Wahama. 2:10 left first quarter. Braden Stats. Directing traffic. Finds Trey Simpkins. They'll float it back up top to Cyrus. Rickard through the legs a couple times. Picks up the dribble. Somehow gets it to Stats. And then they had to kick it all the way back out to Cooper Roush. Roush, couple of crossovers. Back to the basket. Fall away 15-footer. Good. That's a quality look for him. He's comfortable taking people one-on-one and getting to his spot. It's 12-9 Webster. As they get it to Cutlip on the cut. And he is bumped right in front of the baseline. Foul call there on Trey Simpkins. His first personal and team third. So not too expensive as far as free throws go. They'll have to throw it in here as Maddox Brown exits for Webster. Here's Baird into the hands of Ryder Wright. And Wright was bumped on the shoulder right around the lane. They got Braden Stats. Fourth team foul. Box set for Webster off the inbound. He's right, getting deep in the count, finds a wide open man, and they get an easy layup. Casey Farmer was totally left. It goes 14-9 Webster. 1:15 left first quarter. Pull-up jump shot. Cyrus Rickard off the mark. Quick trip. As Baird controls for the Highlanders, they'll push the tempo to Justin Lewis. Lewis in the lane, fakes left, floats down the center, and it's good. Lewis, second made field goal. He's got 5 points, 16-9. As the Highlanders lead, we'll take it to a quick break on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf.
Looking to auction, manage, buy, or sell property in Mason County and the surrounding area? Don't make it hard for yourself. Let ERA Town & Country Real Estate and broker Becky Steen-Lambert help you out. ERA Town & Country is Mason County's only real estate office with a licensed auctioneer. Call 304-675-5548. ERA Town & Country Real Estate, located at 1911 Jefferson Boulevard in Point Pleasant, a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
And we're back to it on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf. The White Falcons coming out of the timeout. Webster County leads 16-9 over the hometown squad on the road tonight, as Webster has knocked down 4 threes, shooting the basketball comfortably. As Cyrus Rickard will work towards the center inside of the three-point line. Kicks it back out to Cooper Roush. 45 seconds left in the quarter. Braden Stats with Baird on him. Baseball passes up top to Long. Long into the lane to Trey Simpkins. Simpkins was grabbed right before the pass got there. And Trace will shoot. Should be in the bonus. We are. Simpkins, the starting football quarterback, playing basketball this season, was not on the hoop squad last year as the first free throws off the mark. Got to bring a lot of speed to this group, a lot of athleticism. Coach was telling me he was pretty much already dunking the basketball as Long got the rebound off the second miss. Jump ball, and the arrow will stay down here with Wahama. 36.7 seconds left. Wahama brings out Cooper Roush and checks in Austin Blackshire. Inbounds action. Stats will throw it up top to Long. Long whips it over to Rickard. Rickard jump step, right hand, runner good. Rickard with 5, 16-11 Webster. Here comes Ryder right across the logo. Right at his pocket, picked, got it back, goes to Cutlip. Cutlip to Justin Lewis. Lewis up top to right, 13 seconds left. Ryder right, fumbles it out of bounds as Stats was guarding him closely. So 12.5 seconds here. You would love to see a Cyrus Rickard drive, maybe a kick out late, but nothing wrong with number 4 just going to work. He'll shoot one, and it comes up short. Yeah, would have liked something a little closer to the basket there as the buzzer will go off. And the White Falcons trail it by 5. We go to the second quarter as we're back after a Facebook break.
Is more than just a job. We make a lasting impact every day. The architecture, engineering, and field services professionals at Thrasher are providing the know-how to make projects successful. Whether you're just starting out or looking to advance, you'll find career paths that align with your goals and a company that's committed to your growth. At Thrasher, it's more than just another day on the job. It's the foundation for a better tomorrow.
Open every Monday through Friday and offering full-time delivery. Ogden's Usman, located at 353 Front Street in Mason, West Virginia, and 312 6th Street in Point Pleasant.
Start of the second quarter here at Gary Clark Court. Your Wahama White Falcons trailing Webster 16-11 as Webster goes to work quickly. Casey Farmer had a good look at the hoop and blew the layup as the White Falcons will slow things down. Cyrus Rickard with 5 points as he'll work around a long screen, jumps into the lane, and will go to the ground. He'll get a hold. That's been effective tonight. Rickard just covers a lot of ground. He's got long legs, a long wingspan. As the White Falcons inbound up top, that last foul was on Cutlip, his first. As Lewis on Cyrus, Cutlip switches on to him. That's with Austin Blackshire into the hands of Braden Stats. Stats at the elbow, swings it back out to Blackshire. Blackshire well strong as Cutlip got the board. Here comes Ryder right. Kicks it to Baird. Baird catch and shoot, 3-ball no. In the corner, Stats able to rebound it. It was kind of a dicey rebound. He was out of bounds for a second, but he did reestablish himself before he did grab it. And Trey Simpkins answers with a 13-footer. Short corner jump shot money there from number 15, 16-13. As the White Falcons have cut into a lead that was once 8. Here's Ryder right. Goes to Baird, tries another one. This one swishes. Again, great vision there from Ryder right as Baird, their 6th man tonight, coming off the bench aggressive. Now 19-13 Webster. Here's Cyrus Rickard, lost it. Justin Lewis took it from him. Here's Wright to run the offense, kicks it back out to Baird. Lewis goes top key, Ryder right, catch and shoot, and he makes this one. This Webster County team looking much improved from a year ago when they went 10-14. A proud program, putting on a good display on the road tonight. The White Falcons going to be tested. 22-13, and the pass picked off. Stats had his pass taken as he was trying to throw it inside. The White Falcons' desperation foul to slow it down. That'll be a sideline inbound here for the Highlanders. As Cooper Roush jumps up to the scores table. They'll check out Simpkins. Nash Johnson gets back up as well. Six made three-pointers tonight for Webster. 18 out of their 22 points coming from downtown. Here's Lewis. Goes to Baird. Baird into the hands of Cutlip. They're working it around the perimeter. Now north-south goes right, blow by. Has the layup. Very explosive point guard. Reminds me a little bit of Bryce Zuspin, just with the speed. Here's Cyrus Rickard. Back to the basket on Lewis. Kicks it out to Johnson. It's to the near side with Stats. Stats throws it over the head of Charlie Long, out of bounds. As that's a turnover. Wahama down by 11. As Stats will come out for Aiden Young. 5:20 left, second quarter. 14. Check that. 24-13 Webster. There's Casey Farmer. Pump fake, tries a floater from 6 feet, no good. As it's slapped to Cooper Roush. He'll take it up the court himself. There's Roush to Young. Young circles around, gets it up top to Cyrus Rickard. And there's Rickard through a double team. Just off the mark with the right. As Farmer secured the rebound. Ryder right on the move, slips it underneath to Lewis. Lewis flips it up and in. Webster leads by 13 points as Coach Billy Zuspin burns a timeout at the 4:37 mark in the second quarter. We're back after this on WJEH 93.1.
French City Homes at 269 Upper River Road in Gallipolis, Ohio, is loaded with beautiful sectional, modular, and single-wide homes. Locally owned and operated since 1969, French City Homes puts the customer first above all. Their experienced team will find a home that fits your needs and budget. French City has gorgeous ready-built homes that will make a perfect space for you and your family. French City Homes in Gallipolis, supporting local high school football coverage.
Everything begins with water. From our cool mountain springs to the winding streams working their way through the hills and into our rivers. Just like water, progress starts small with a vision, a plan, and an impactful project. Because when we invest in the foundation, we build stronger communities. The Thrasher Group. Building stronger communities together with you.
And we're back to it on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf. Wahama out of the timeout, trailing 26-13. Roush tried to go right to the post to Charlie Long. Webster jumped in front of it and threw it away. Just maybe telegraphed there a little bit. Wahama did. Not a great angle for the post entry. As Wright picks up the dribble. Young in his face. Goes to Baird at the top of the key. Here's Johnston Lewis with 4:10 left, conducting traffic. Here comes the Farmer screen. Farmer rolls and gets it. One bounce, finger roll, good. Beautiful set run there by the Highlanders. Here comes Cooper Roush, coast to coast, hits the floater. That'll stop the bleeding. Roush has 6. Deficit back to 13. They'll go up top. Farmer on the drive, finger roll, and he does it again. Casey Farmer entering the chat. As the White Falcons trail 30-15, you're just seeing a lot of quick first steps here from Webster County. Wahama struggling defensively at the moment. As we'll take it to another break on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf.
New Era Broadband introduces Net Mobile. Get reliable national coverage at down home prices. Unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data available. Affordable monthly plans as low as $15. Neb Mobile.
That's Neb with one B.
Available now through New Era Broadband. Call 740-992-0620 or visit www.netmobile.com.
Need a hand with your estate planning? We'll do you one better. How about a Handley? Since 2009, Handley Law Office in Point Pleasant has been an experienced and dependable law firm assisting clients with property deeds and wills. Attorney Tanya Handley will give you the care and expertise needed to plan for the future. Make an appointment today to set your family up for tomorrow. Handley Law Office, located at 419 Main Street in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Call 304-675-5290 for more information.
And we're back to it on WJH 93.1 The Wolf. White Falcons trailing 30-15 as they'll cross half court with Cooper Roush. Roush defended by Wright as Long posts up. They'll throw it into him again with some trouble. Long able to get it. Tries a right-hand shot. It's off the mark as he'll head to the line. And you can see Wahama there with a concerted effort to get the ball inside to Charlie Long. That's an advantage that you have in the game. As Long will switch the free throw. They just don't really have a matchup for him size-wise. It's also a good way to slow down the tempo that Webster's currently playing with as Long knocks down his second free throw. He's got 4 points. Got to find a way to stay in front of these drivers. As Wright goes to Lewis. Lewis puts it on the deck. Great help there by Young to block it. Offensive board. Webster, though, as they'll swing it across the court. They find Justin Lewis. Corner triple no. And the board controlled by Cooper Roush. Crucial next 3 minutes coming up. Roush races up the court. Floater no. Offensive board. Long. And one. Charlie Long with 4 quick points and a chance to complete the old school three-point play. And he knocks down the second. Long total in the game with 7. Has 5 in the quarter. Here's Ryder, 2:52 and winding second quarter, 30-20 Webster. Right at the top of the key, shimmies into the lane, goes to Lewis. It's to Cutlip. Nash Johnson got in there, deflected it for a second. Right, got it back for Webster. Wright was bumped on his way towards the lane. They're going to call a blocking foul on Wahama's Nash Johnson. Johnson, first personal Braden stats. Jumps up to the scores table. He's going to likely check out somebody. And Billy Zussman actually says, never mind, not yet. And Stats will go back down to sit down. As Farmer throws it in straight to Cutlip, and Cutlip blocked. Coach Morris, beside himself, wanted a foul call. Ryder Wright picked off the pass as Webster has it again. Lewis finds Baird. Baird, high arcing three, and it's good. Wild sequence. The referees probably initially missed a foul call. They play it out. Wahama turns it over, and then Webster hits a three. Off the mark for Young. Follow-up no good for Long, and it's grabbed by Casey Farmer. 33-20 Webster. 2 minutes left, second quarter action. Here's Cutlip in the paint. Off the mark, falling away. Fight for it. Here's Justin Lewis underneath. Cutlip, point blank, got it. 35-20, 1:40 second quarter. Here's Rickard, has it taken. Ryder right in the open floor, one-on-one with Cooper Roush. Stopped and hit a shot, but they'll say that he pushed off. Stopped on a dime there. Great hustle by Roush. That would have been an easy play to give up on. Got on his horse immediately. 35-20 Webster inside a minute and a half in the second quarter. Here's Cyrus Ricker. Dribble handoff to Aiden Young. Young to Nash Johnson. Straight away, three ball well short. As it went out of bounds. Man-to-man defense for Wahama. They'll match up long on Farmer. And Webster fumbles it, threw it underneath a teammate's legs, turned it over. Here's Cyrus Rickard. Rickard working right side. Into the hands of Aiden Young. It's to Cooper Roush. Three ball. Strong. Cutlip secures. 50 seconds left. Highlanders to Johnston Lewis. Lewis in the lane. Rejected. Charlie Long. 43 seconds. Young spins over top of a man. No good. 35 seconds until the break. Let's see if this will be the last possession as the Webster sideline calls out two. Farmer rolls. Lewis keeps it. It's up top with Cutlip. Cutlip straight line drive. Fouled. From behind, that's going to go against Wahama. And in the act of shooting. Second personal on Johnson. Third team foul with 19.8 seconds left in the quarter. Cutlip bends the knees and is short. Cutlip's knocked down two triples tonight back in the first quarter. Had a bucket in the second, so he's got 8 points. Number 0, Ashton Moreland checks in here for Webster. The second Cutlip free throws off. A foul called. They fought for the rebound. We'll see who it goes against. It was on Wahama. They lead to another free throw. So it had to have been a lane violation. And it had to be because there was less than 5 fouls, as that's good. So Cutlip with 9. 18 seconds left. Here's Roush with Moreland on him. Roush in the corner. Now goes towards the paint. Floater's off. He's fouled along the side. I'll say before the shot. And now they change their mind. It is a shooting foul. Roush bends the knees and hits it. As Webster going to check out Silas Musto and Moreland. They bring back Wright and Baird. Second free throw, no offensive board. Rickard jump shot off. Got a second board this time. Threw it to the Highlanders. Here comes Ryder Wright. Right underneath. Farmer is fouled with 1.4 seconds left. Casey Farmer with 6 points, the 5'10" junior. And Webster going to make a mass substitution just for this last second or so. Maybe just as a precaution to avoid foul trouble. Number 5, Ryan Bennett in. Musto comes back. Maddox Brown's in. And Moreland takes the spot in the lane. Free throw's good. 37-21 Webster. And now Samuel Butcher comes in. Here's Austin Blackshire at the buzzer from half court. It's off. And that'll do it for your first half of action from Gary Clark Court. Wahama with a lot of work to do in the second half, trailing 21-37 as we'll go to halftime on WJH 93.1 The Wolf.
It's time to get your wheels rolling along smoothly, and Sassafras Tire in West Columbia is the place to go. Sassafras Tire is ready to meet all of your basic automobile needs with premium tires, wheel alignments, oil changes, and more. Your vehicle will be driving good as new with a top-notch tune-up from Sassafras Tire, located at 4964 Penile Road in West Columbia. Also a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
McKinney's Auto Detail and Repair in Mason is the Bend area's one-stop shop for any and all maintenance that your vehicle needs. They'll make sure your ride is ready for the road with top-of-the-line full-service auto care, including oil changes, tire rotations, diagnostics, and much more. McKinney's will go the extra mile with their interior cleaning and conditioning to restore your paint to a premium gloss finish. McKinney's Auto Detail and Repair, located at 394 Pomeroy Street in Mason. Also a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
For premium coverage on home, life, auto business, and more, stop by Julia Davis State Farm, located at 2926 Jackson Avenue in Point Pleasant. Julia Davis is proud to provide insurance and financial services to the good folks of Mason, Meigs, and Gallia counties, as well as to those in all surrounding areas. Julia Davis State Farm, licensed in West Virginia and Ohio. Call 304-812-5126 to schedule an appointment today. Julia Davis. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Romance scams are more common than you might think, and they can impact both your heart and your finances. Scammers often build trust online, creating a connection before asking for money. At Farmers Bank, we're here to help you stay informed and alert. Remember, a genuine relationship doesn't come with a price tag. Protect your personal and financial information, and don't let emotions cloud your judgment. Stay safe, protect your wallet, and guard your heart. Farmers Bank, we care about you and your well-being. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
At Rio, your education is personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you are a part of a community that supports your success in the class.
New Era Broadband introduces NEP Mobile. Get reliable national coverage at down home prices. Unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data available. Affordable monthly plans as low as $15. NEB Mobile.
That's NEB with one B.
Available now through New Era Broadband. Call 740-992-0620 or visit www.netmobile.com.
Education should be personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now, there's even more to be a part of, with new traditions and new energy taking shape.
I want to invite you to see what's possible when you learn at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success. And we can't wait to be a part of your story.
Need a hand with your estate planning? We'll do you one better. How about a Handley? Since 2009, Handley Law Office in Point Pleasant has been an experienced and dependable law firm assisting clients with property deeds and wills. Attorney Tanya Handley will give you the care and expertise needed to plan for the future. Make an appointment today to set your family up for tomorrow. Handley Law Office, located at 419 Main Street in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Call 304-675-5290 for more information.
It's time to get your wheels rolling along smoothly, and Sassafras Tire in West Columbia is the place to go. Sassafras Tire is ready to meet all of your basic automobile needs with premium tires, wheel alignments, oil changes, and more. Your vehicle will be driving good as new with a top-notch tune-up from Sassafras Tire, located at 4964 Penile Road in West Columbia. Also a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
It is halftime here at Gary Clark Court. Michael Sussman here with you on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf, 37-21. The Webster County Highlanders lead it over your White Falcons here in the home opener. As we'll get to some of the scoring for Webster. Ryder Wright with 5 points. The sophomore did a really good job finding open shooters, running that point guard position. He's got a quick first step, so defensively the White Falcons are going to have to be disciplined as far as keeping him in front and then just accounting for those shooters along the perimeter, because Coach Morris's group has been able to find them. Justin Lewis with 7 points in the first half. Isaiah Cutlip with 9. Spencer Baird with 3 made 3-pointers. He's got 9 points. Casey Farmer has 7. As we'll look to it for the Wahama White Falcons, Cyrus Rickard with 5 points. Charlie Long with 7. Cooper Roush has 7 as well. Trey Simpkins has 2. For Wahama, it's all about strength on the basketball. You've got to be able to control the ball a little bit better, move it to stretch the defense, and then enter it to Charlie Long. If you can do that, I think you can exploit a mismatch potentially down low, but nothing has come easy tonight. The Highlanders swarming defensively. Coach Zussman with a good chance now just to see how his team responds to a little bit of adversity. They've been off for about 10 days. So their first bite at the apple for quite some time. Let's see now, with some time to settle down, how this group comes out for the second half. We'll take it to another break. 37-21. Webster leads it over Wahama.
At Rio, your education is personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you are a part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. There's new energy at Rio, with fresh traditions and opportunities taking shape every day. Discover what's possible at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success. Learn more at rio.edu. That's rio.edu.
Looking for a used pre-owned vehicle? Wondering where to buy one?
The group presents The Adventures of Car Ferry. The Car Ferry says shop pre-owned vehicles at Mark Porter Auto Group and you'll be sure to save, because he blasts high prices, which means they have the right vehicles at the right price. You'll be sure to say, Car Ferry, you're my hero.
Car Ferry, you're my hero.
Visit markporterauto.com to see all our locations and get great deals on great vehicles. And be sure to keep watching The Adventures of Car Ferry.
Community voted best place to buy from. Number 5, over $1 million put back in your communities for schools, kids, fairs, etc. Number 6, service departments with over 96% customer satisfaction. And number 7, darn good prices. Shop markporterauto.com or come to Pomeroy, Ohio, Jackson, Ohio, or Ashland, Kentucky. All vehicles have limited 90-day, 3,000-mile warranty or balance of factory warranty, except vehicles sold as is.
Looking to auction, manage, buy, or sell property in Mason County and the surrounding area? Don't make it hard for yourself. Let ERA Town & Country Real Estate and broker Becky Steen-Lambert help you out. ERA Town & Country is Mason County's only real estate office with a licensed auctioneer. Call 304-675-5548. ERA Town & Country Real Estate, located at 1911 Jefferson Boulevard in Point Pleasant, a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
Hoggins Usman, located in Mason, West Virginia and Point Pleasant, is a full lumber and retail center, stocking a large line of quality plumbing, lawn, and garden products since 1948. Hoggins Usman has just what you need. Their lumber yard also offers regular and treated lumber as well as plywoods. Also, they're an authorized steel dealer with a full-time steel technician. Open every Monday through Friday and offering full-time delivery. Hoggins Usman, located at 353 Front Street in Mason, West Virginia, and 312 6th Street in Point Pleasant.
And we're back to it on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf, 37-21. Webster County leads it over your Wahama White Falcons. Both teams out of the locker rooms as Wahama about to start. Rickard as well as Charlie Long, Cooper Roush, Nash Johnson, and Trace Simpkins. Coach Billy Zuspin, Wyatt Zuspin, imploring what they can. As the White Falcons at home here tonight, they'll take on Van next on the 23rd. Going to be a fill-in situation. I'll be out on assignment, but we'll have that one over the airwaves as a capable replacement will be filling in. So horn goes off. We're ready to roll. It'll be White Falcon basketball with Nash Johnson inbounding up the far sideline. Wahama going to go right to left on the dial. Webster left to right. As the cheerleaders file into place at the last minute, the fans return from concessions. It's the start of the third quarter. Here's Roush at the far wing, around a long screen, pulls a three, it's off the mark. Rebound ripped down by Right, and an empty trip. That was a good look, though. Solid stroke, just couldn't get it to go as Cutlip picks out an option, threw it past the intended man. He was looking for Christian Neal on the cut and just missed him. As Wahama going to check in Braden Stats. Roush comes out. Cross half court goes Rickard. There's Rickard up top on the drive. Trace Simpkins over his man, no good. And the rebound grabbed by Casey Farmer. 7:20 left in the third quarter. As Wright shimmies each way. Stats defending, crosses over. We'll kick it to Cutlip in the corner. Works to the free throw line. Farmer picks up the dribble, bounces to Wright. 1 minute gone, third quarter action. 37-21 Webster. Inside of the free throw line goes Wright. Wright dumps it underneath to Farmer, and Farmer's got an easy two. He's right there, moved the defense, and then found the open option. There's Stats as the White Falcons are down by 18. It's stolen by Farmer. Farmer with Simpkins retreated, makes the layup. And the White Falcons will have to stop things as the Highlanders start off the quarter on a 4-0 run. 6:37 left in the third. White Falcons down by 20.
Bass Insurance Agency, located at 607 5th Street in New Haven, West Virginia, offers expert coverage on home, life, retirement, and more. Agents Trent Roush and John Greer will personally assist you with an affordable plan to protect the important things. Call 304-882-2145 for more information. Ken Bass Insurance Agency, licensed in West Virginia and Ohio. Also a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
And we're back to it on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf. 41-21 in favor of the Webster County Highlanders. As Wahama with a couple of empty trips there, then gave up two easy baskets to the Highlanders. Casey Farmer, right place, right time. As Wright's been able to find him. Here comes Cyrus Rickard as Charlie Long screens. Rickard kicks out to Nash Johnson. Fakes left, goes back to Cyrus. Rickard into the paint. Swings to Simpkins. Thought about a shot. Kept it. And missed it. Then it filtered to Charlie Long, who's got the easy two. Long on the putback there. Makes it 41-23. As Cutlip has it. Ball overhead. We'll swing it cross court over to right as Stats is on him. 6 minutes left, third quarter. Right underneath to Neal. Neal flips it in with the right hand. 43-23. As Long screens for Cyrus. Cyrus kicks to Stats. Stats, 3 ball off the mark. Rebound Long, put back, not this time. As it bounced off the back pad, last hit Webster. As Roush will come back for the White Falcons. Cooper Roush had 18 points in the last contest, averaged over 10 last year as they inbound to Long. Long tries a 12-footer, it misses. Here's Johnston Lewis to run the set, holds up 2. Picked up the dribble, worked it to Farmer, got it on the cut, tries a short shot from 2 feet, no good. And here comes Roush racing down the court. Ran into a man, misses it. As it's picked up on the ground by a Highlander. Rickard came in to grab it, jump ball. Which way is the arrow going? A possession arrow, the most valuable player in high school basketball. After some deliberation, they clarify that it is with the Highlanders. And some full court pressure here from Wahama as they got to pick up the urgency. Cutlip was fouled from behind. So Wahama tried to pick his pocket. Reach in there, going to go against Trey Simpkins. And here comes Aiden Young to the scores table. We'll have to wait a possession. As Wright blocks it. Across the White Falcon, Insignia. Gets it over to Johnston Lewis. Lewis up top to Neal. Neal runs the set. Right or right, jump step into the lane. Right hand floater, good. It's 45-23 Webster. 4.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Mishandled. Turned it over. Here's right or right. Same shot. This time in transition. He makes it. It's 47-23. Things getting away from the home team here in Mason County tonight. As Cooper Roush circles around off the mark on a floater, and Cyrus Rickard gets the putback. Good persistence, nice vision there by Rickard to clean it up off the glass. Here's Farmer, forward to Cutlip. Cutlip underneath Neal on the press breaker. Missed the shot, somebody got a piece of it. As Nash Johnson will flip it back to Roush. Roush inside the free throw line, goes in the paint, kicks it out to Simpkins. Simpkins, finger roll no good as Neal controls. 3:45 left, third quarter. Lewis in front of the bench, Wright lost it for a second, got it back, kicks it out to Lewis. Lewis straight away, 3-ball, no. Offensive board, Neal blocked by Long, but they hit the putback. Again, it was Casey Farmer. Farmer just looking like the solid do-your-job guy for this team. Doesn't really make mistakes. Elbow shot, Roush is off the mark. Neal will clear the board as it was another quick trip there for Wahama. You could tell Zuspin wanted a little more offense run. 30-second timeout taken by Webster. 3:07 left, third quarter. We take it to a break on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf.
The holidays are here, and Bob's Market and Greenhouses is your hometown.
And we're back to it on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf. Casey Farmer with 13 points tonight. Inbounds the ball to right or right. Defended by Aiden Young, a sophomore point guard. Goes up top. Here's a Johnston Lewis triplet. Misses. Board grabbed by Neal. Neal underneath to Farmer. Farmer makes it again. Anything about 5 feet and in, that kid is automatic. The opposite of my putting game. As Young, they go to Roush. Roush works towards the center. Pitches back to Long. Long into the hands of Cyrus Rickard. Rickard's spin move. Right-hand shots off the mark. And controlled by Webster County. 51-25. Highlanders up by 26 over the White Falcons. Here's Lewis. Be sure to stick around afterwards for our French City Homes player of the game. Wright kicks it to Cutlip. Corner three's off. Long rebound. Here's Cooper Roush with a head of steam out in front of everybody. And he's got 2. Clock stoppage. They call a foul on Charlie Long. The bucket is good. As Farmer bounces to Baird into the center. It's with right to Neal at the block and missed it. 1:48 left in the third quarter. Here comes Trey Simpkins. Simpkins into the front court. Flips it to Rickard. Rickard, no good. Scramble possession as Webster again comes up with another stop. A minute and a half left in the third. Lewis jump stops and shucked it across the court to Neal. It was a great find, but he missed the layup and an offensive board and a bucket for Casey Farmer. 53-27 Webster. Here's an elbow jump shot, no good for Cyrus Rickard as some of the structure starting to dissipate with the more lopsided score. And Coach Zussman clearing out the bench now as he says, all of you. That'll be 5 out. In comes Drayson Roush, Austin Blackshire, Braden Statz, John Jackson, and Nash Johnson. As the talking to takes place over on that bench here is Wright out to Farmer. Farmer runner off the mark. Neal rebounds and is off the mark with the right. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. They'll get Dre Roush on the push. Roush, a 5'10" freshman. As it's a baseline inbound foul on the floor there. Baird swings it over to Lewis. Thought about a 3 with Jackson on him. Back out to Baird with 42 seconds left. To Johnston Lewis with Jackson closing. And bounce it into Neal. And pass intercepted. Braden Statz jumped in and took it. Lays it off to Blackshire. Blackshire misses the layup. 25 seconds. Baird, long 3. Drilled it. 4th made triple for Spencer Baird. It's 56-27. Here comes John Jackson. There's never really established control there. Wahama did not. They turned it over. 12.3 seconds left in the third. Farmer there not paying attention. The pass was going to him. He wasn't looking. And it just went into the bench. .9 left. Stats. Inbounds to Dre Roush. Roush mishandles. It's rolling on the ground. Dives to get it back. It was a wonderful hustle. They'll call jump ball. And this arrow will give it back to Wahama. As Cutlip will replace Lewis. He walks off gingerly. I think he got poked in the, maybe in the eye. Actually got hit in the side of the head. Johnson, 1.3 seconds left. Straight to John Jackson. Jackson drove. The clock went off. Didn't get a shot off. And that'll do it for the third quarter. 56-27 Webster leads. As we're back after this on WJH 93.1 The Wolf.
McKinney's Auto Detail and Repair in Mason is the Bend area's one-stop shop for any and all maintenance that your vehicle needs. They'll make sure your ride is ready for the road with top-of-the-line full-service auto care, including oil changes, tire rotations, diagnostics, and much more. McKinney's will go the extra mile with their interior cleaning and conditioning to restore your paint to a premium gloss finish. McKinney's Auto Detail and Repair, located at 394 Pomeroy Street in Mason. Also a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
New Era Broadband introduces Net Mobile. Get reliable. New Era Broadband introduces Net Mobile. Get reliable national coverage at down home prices. Unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data available. Affordable monthly plans as low as $15. Neb Mobile.
That's Neb with one B.
Available now through New Era Broadband. Call 740-992-0620 or visit www.netmobile.com.
(56-27). Wahama trails Webster at the start of the fourth quarter. Casey Farmer has 17 points to lead the Highlanders. He was hit on the head early in the game, started bleeding, and then they wrapped it up with some tape. Kind of looks like a headband. Think he might stay with that look after tonight, the way it's working. As Roush will run out to defend Spencer Baird. The White Falcons just need to find some positives going into the next game in this final quarter, as Spencer Baird is on fire, knocks down a three in the corner. It's 59-27 Webster. Roush off on the floater. Neal fighting with Long. Long wins the battle as he makes it with the left hand. Charlie Long with 9 points, 7-23 and rolling. Here's Ryder Wright, defended tightly by Aiden Young. Heads to the cup, lays it off to Neal, and off the mark on the shot. Neal was fouled. Really nice find there by Ryder Wright, as he gets a big high five from his head coach. Austin Blackshire prepares to come in for the White Falcons. Christian Neal, 2 points, bends the knees, shoots, and misfires. There's Austin Blackshire in for Trey Simpkins. Second one's off. Cyrus Rickard controls. Here's Rickard. Pull up jump shot off the backboard. Baseline inbound here for Wahama. Box inbound, 2 at the block, 2 at the elbow. Young surveys, floats it out top. Here's Blackshire, chest pass over to Cooper Roush. Roush whips it to an open Aiden Young. Corner 3, and it's good. Great find there. Roush to Young. 59-32. Webster throws it to Wahama off the inbound as the press worked, but then Rickard lost it on a Christian Neal steal. Here's Cutlip in transition. Gets the layup. Good coordination there, able to make it with the right along the left side. Here's Roush as the White Falcons trail 61-32, 15-footers short. 29-point deficit. As Wright gets it to Baird, another moon shot. This one's off. Long board grabbed offensively by Farmer. As Neal goes back to Ryder. 6:05 left in the contest. Charlie Long cut off his drive. He went back to Neal, and the shot misses. Roush pushes the tempo to Blackshire. Blackshire lost it. Could have been a reach in there. And now a frustration foul, as Webster is fouled a good 45 feet away from the rim. Here's Cutlip back to work in the front court. A wild bounce there, went right to Casey Farmer off a disjointed possession. He caught it, made it from point blank. It's 63-32, Webster leading by 31 as we step away again on 93.1 FM.
New Era Broadband introduces Net Mobile. Get reliable national coverage at down home prices. Unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data available. Affordable monthly plans as low as $15. Neb Mobile.
That's Neb with one B.
Available now through New Era Broadband. Call 740-992-0620 or visit www.netmobile.com.
Hoggins Usman, located in Mason, West Virginia and Point Pleasant, is a full lumber and retail center, stocking a large line of quality plumbing, lawn, and garden products since 1948. Hoggins Usman has just what you need. Their lumber yard also offers regular and treated lumber as well as plywoods. Also, they're an authorized steel dealer with a full-time steel technician. Open every Monday through Friday and offering full-time delivery. Hoggins Usman, located at 353 Front Street in Mason, West Virginia, and 312 6th Street in Point Pleasant.
63-32. Webster leads it over the White Falcons here at Gary Clark Court as Wahama has fouled. Cyrus Rickard bumped along the sideline. Second team foul there on Cutlip. Isaiah Cutlip, the sophomore, has 11 tonight, has played a solid game. As Austin Blackshire has it in the far corner, gets in the post to Charlie Long. Long off on the hook shot. And is right, works it up the court. Aiden Young able to get in there and steal it. Young took it away, made the layup. Little scoop and score there for the senior. There's Cutlip with 5 seconds left. White Falcons still pressing. And you throw it to Ryder, right. Into the corner, and again an open Baird. This time it air balls. As Long secured the board. And here's Young, the 5'11 senior, has 5 points. Drilled the three a little bit ago. Here's Austin Blackshire, dumps it underneath Charlie Long. Hits it from the block. Long with 11. 4:25 and going. 63-36 Webster. There's Johnston Lewis. Lewis with 7 in the game. On the roll, gets it to Farmer. Farmer has his pass stolen as Young jumped in the passing lane. 4:08 left. Cooper Roush, long 2 is off and rebounded by Aiden Young. Young off the mark from the baseline, and the rebound rolls right to him. He's left wide open. Young now with 7 as he makes that one. 30-second timeout, 63-38 Webster.
Friends and family since 1970.
And even 4 minutes left in the ball game, 63-38. All Webster here as Wahama is pressing off the inbound. Farmer goes long to right. He bobbled it as Aiden Young took it from him. Young underneath, left hand finish, good for Trace Simpkins. Second shot from the field for Simpkins, 63-40 Webster. Here's right, pulls the string. Aiden Young lost his footing, wanted to push off. Here's a wing triple, it's off. Cyrus Rickard going up for the rebound was collided into with Justin Lewis while they were both airborne. As Rickard springs up to his feet, they're going to get Lewis on a loose ball foul. Here comes Cooper Roush. Around the back dribble. Gets it over to Braden Stats. Stats rifles it to Aiden Young. Tries a long three. It's off. Cyrus Rickard got the board and was fouled. Going back up. They'll shoot two. Be sure to stick around afterwards for our French City Homes White Falcon Player of the Game. As Rickard, free throws good. Has hit 4 from the charity stripe. Is in double figures with 10. That one's short. Physical rebound, Christian Neal. As he's fouled, trying to get to the outlet pass. He called a grab. Got Roush for it. There's Farmer handling the ball in the middle. Gets through the front line of the press, gets it into the hands of Isaiah Cutlip. And then they lost it. Aiden Young, another steal. And he flips it in with the left. Able to keep right away from him. Maintain the control. It's 63-43. 2:55 left, fourth quarter. As Wright passes to the corner. Justin Lewis wide open for three, in and out. Trace Simpkins with the rebound. Here comes Cyrus Rickard in transition. And one. Cyrus Rickard. Physical bucket. Fourth foul there on Justin Lewis. And the fourth team foul on Webster. And Rickard with 13. Here's the pressure, right. Double teamed by Stats and Young. And then bailed out by a foul call. As they say, Young made contact with him. Again, Webster's got to go the full length of the floor. Inbound short to Baird. Really a good chance for both teams to either work on your press or press breaker, however you look at it. We'll give Coach Moore something to gripe about. Here's Cutlip to the hole, layup. Got it. 2:10 left. Far wing, it's with Stats. Stats up top with Cyrus Rickard. Rickard working on Lewis. Got around him, is blocked at the cup by a 6'5 junior Christian Neal. As they'll get Roush for the grab again. Here's Neal to the stripe. That was the fifth foul, puts him in the bonus. As Neal knocks it down. Junior with 3. And he hits the second. 66-46. Roush. Through the legs. Gets it to Trace Simpkins. Simpkins in the paint. Dumps it off to Rickard. Kicks it out to Cooper Roush, and he swishes a 3. Nice in-system bucket there. You ran the offense. You got a good shot in a rhythm as Farmer finds Neal. Justin Lewis in the paint. They'll turn and pitch. A 30-second timeout taken. 67-49 Webster over Wahama.
McKinney's Auto Detail and Repair in Mason is the Bend area's one-stop shop for any and all maintenance that your vehicle needs. They'll make sure your ride is ready for the road with top-of-the-line full-service auto care, including oil changes, tire rotations, diagnostics, and much more. McKinney's will go the extra mile with their interior cleaning and conditioning to restore your paint to a premium gloss finish. McKinney's Auto Detail and Repair, located at 394 Pomeroy Street in Mason. Also a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
67-49. Webster over Wahama. There's 1:27 left. The White Falcons will take on Van next on Tuesday the 23rd. That game scheduled for 7:30. As they get it in to Ryder, right. Bumped along the baseline by Braden Stats off the inbound. As the inbounds action there works. So 2 shots upcoming for Wright. Wright with 9 points and misses long. Charlie Long going to re-enter for Wahama. And he'll check out Braden Stats. As for Webster County, they'll take on Parkersburg Catholic on the 22nd, so Monday, as that's off the side iron. 1:20 left. Couple of moves for Cyrus Rickard. Rickard no good at the block as Neal defended. They push the tempo forward to Lewis. Lewis hops in the lane and makes the layup. Johnston Lewis with 9 points. The lead back out to 20 for the road team as the Highlanders up 69-49. Quick floater good for Cooper Roush. Roush with 14 points. Here's Wright. Dumps it off underneath to Neal. Neal flips it up and in as it's kind of turned into YMCA pickup when everybody's tired at this point as that's off. And then we foul Wright in the backcourt with 37 seconds left. Mass substitution upcoming here for the Highlanders. As Webster, they play Parkersburg Catholic, then Meadow Bridge. Wahama with Van on the 23rd, Montcalm on the 30th. As Wright drills the free throw, he's got 10 points. And Webster with a slew of substitutions. So they bring on Ryan Bennett as well as Samuel Butcher. Right free throw is good. Ashton Moreland comes in. 73-51. Silas Musto also among the Webster substitutions. And Remington Wright. As Roush goes to the post, long hook shot off, and he's bumped. Long will shoot 2. And they got Musto for the foul. And he makes the first one. Charlie does. Gives him 12. And that one off the mark. Trey Simpkins fighting for the rebound. It was off of Webster, so a fresh possession here for Wahama underneath. Nobody's inbounding the ball. First, everybody was just setting up. Now Young takes charge, flips it into Roush. Roush off the side of the backboard. Offensive board follow-up not there for long, and then Cyrus Rickard fouled with 19.5 seconds left. As Cyrus Rickard good on the free throw. And a second one connects. 15 seconds left. Here's Moreland, defended by Charlie Long. 10 seconds, Remington right with it. Right up top, Musto, 3 seconds left. As Moreland will hold it for the last second. And the score expires there, 73-54. Wahama falls at the hands of the Webster County Highlanders, as the White Falcons will drop to 1-1, and Webster goes to 2-0. We step away, we come back with the French City Homes Player of the Game.
It's time to get your wheels rolling along smoothly, and Sassafras Tire in West Columbia is the place to go. Sassafras Tire is ready to meet all of your basic automobile needs with premium tires, wheel alignments, oil changes, and more. Your vehicle will be driving good as new with a top-notch tune-up from Sassafras Tire, located at 4964 Penile Road in West Columbia. Also a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
Need a hand with your estate planning? We'll do you one better. How about a Handley? Since 2009, Handley Law Office in Point Pleasant has been an experienced and dependable law firm assisting clients with property deeds and wills. Attorney Tanya Handley will give you the care and expertise needed to plan for the future. Make an appointment today to set your family up for tomorrow. Handley Law Office, located at 419 Main Street in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Call 304-675-5290 for more information.
Everything begins with water. From our cool mountain springs to the winding streams working their way through the hills and into our rivers. Just like water, progress starts small with a vision, a plan, and an impactful project. Because when we invest in the foundation, we build stronger communities. The Thrasher Group. Building stronger communities together with you.
The holidays are here, and Bob's Market and Greenhouses is your hometown destination for Christmas cheer. Discover beautiful poinsettias straight from our greenhouses, fresh-cut Christmas trees, and sparkling holiday decor that's sure to make spirits bright. Stop in for festive fruit baskets, pre-made gift baskets, and a huge variety of Christmas candy, perfect for gift giving. Visit Bob's Market and Greenhouses, Mason, West Virginia, Gallipolis, and Belpre, Ohio. Growing flowers, friends, and family since 1970.
French City Homes at 269 Upper River Road in Gallipolis, Ohio, is loaded with beautiful sectional, modular, and single-wide homes. Locally owned and operated since 1969, French City Homes puts the customer first above all. Their experienced team will find a home that fits your needs and budget. French City has gorgeous ready-built homes that will make a perfect space for you and your family. French City Homes in Gallipolis, supporting local high school football coverage.
It's time for our French City Homes Player of the Game as the White Falcons fall 73-54 at the hands of the Webster County Highlanders tonight. It is Aiden Young, senior, scored 9 points, but put in a lot of good work defensively, forced a lot of steals, and more than anything, just played hard all the way to the wire on a night where Wahama just kind of had trouble getting into what it likes to do, especially offensively. As we go through some of the scoring for Wahama, Cyrus Rickard with 15 points, Charlie Long with 12, Cooper Roush with 14. As we look to some of the scores for the Highlanders tonight, Ryder Wright with 11, Isaiah Cutlip with 13, Spencer Baird with 5 made threes. He had 15 points. And Casey Farmer with 19, a game high. Big thank you to Tom Sussman operating the production and the camera tonight, as well as a shout out to Dave Miller on the board back at the studio. And we shout out our title sponsor, Bob's Market and Greenhouses in Mason, Belpre, and Gallipolis. 73-54 Webster over Wahama. This has been Michael Sussman on 93.1 FM.